Hey guys, Blake here with Torque Boards. In this video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to install your two TORQUE6 ESCs into your heatsink right here with our thermal pad attached. So what we're going to need for this tutorial is our heatsink itself, of course, and followed by that we're going to be using our thermal pad for ESCs. This is going to stick on top of our thermal pad right here, and we're going to be aligning these 4 holes on each side with each of the sides of the heatsink right here with these 4 holes. And our ESCs are actually going to stick right on top of the other side. Each side of this is sticky. And to secure the ESCs to the heatsink, we're going to be using these M3 by 25 millimeter button cap bolts. These ones from the Dual heatsink bolt kit that we left out of the tutorial from earlier, where we installed the heatsink to the enclosure. The first thing that we have to do to get everything installed is take our thermal pad right here, and we're going to want to take this plastic off of each side of it while being careful and touching this as little as possible to avoid getting your fingers all sticky and whatnot. We want to align these holes with the 4 open holes right here on our heatsink. These ones right here on each side. So here's what your thermal pad is gonna wanna look like. And you can't tell by the looks of it right here because these holes don't poke through the other side of the enclosure, but our holes right here are lined up and ready for our ESCs to go on the thermal pad right here, and have these bolts run through the holes right here to secure the ESCs to the heatsink. So now that we have our thermal pad secured against our heatsink right here, the next thing that we can do is take our ESCs, and we're going to want to secure the back side of them down against the thermal pad right here. So we're going to line up these 4 holes right here, these 2 on the top and these 2 on the bottom of the ESCs, and align them with the holes right here on the thermal pad. So you want to carefully align these holes, and then once you have them aligned, you just want to firmly press down your ESC onto the pad. After we have this ESC lined up with the holes and firmly pushed down against our thermal pad right here, we can take our other ESC and do the same thing to this side of the thermal pad. And this is going to end up going right up against this ESC. So they're supposed to touch, and that's totally normal. Here's what both of your ESCs will look like pressed down against your thermal pad and heatsink. And the last step we're gonna need to do for this assembly is take our 8 M3 by 25 millimeter bolts, and we're gonna secure them through these holes right here of our ESCs, these 4 in each one. And these are going to go all the way through the ESCs, through the thermal pad, and through the heatsink to secure everything together. Here's the finished look of those bolts installed, and that pretty much wraps it up for this tutorial on how to assemble your 2 Torque ESCs onto your heatsink of your enclosure. Hopefully you guys found this tutorial useful, and don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if you'd like to see something specific from us next. Thanks, have a good day.